Hello and what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Miguel. You're watching Miguel EDC, the channel where we talk everything EDC gear here. And today we are checking out this new flashlight from Wuben, right? This one just came in along with another flashlight unboxing. That one's also coming up. And bigger package. I went ahead and took it out of the box so we could cut to the chase, if you know what I mean. And yeah, we're going to be checking out this guy here, going over its quirks and feature, like Doug Demure style. And we're definitely going to go ahead and find out, what this guy is all about, right? Kind of share those raw first impressions, unboxing experience with you guys. So out of the box, we're looking at the G2 keychain light, 500 lumens. We have OSRAM P9 LED, Type-C charging, and a 280 milliamp battery going on there as well. Again, the G2 from Wuben. And again, of course, this guy and every other product you see in this video will be linked down below. I believe there's a also special sale going on right now with Wuben for the holidays, so you absolutely want to check that out as well. All the details, again, description and pinned comments as well. So it looks like this one is sealed, right? And of course, we're going to go ahead and open it. This one is blue. I'm going to let you grab my blue Pyrite Mica here to do the honors. And again, recently unboxed this guy here in the channel, right? Kind of a smaller version of the CJRB Pyrite. Check it out if you haven't already. But yeah, let's go ahead and open this bad boy here. Right, let's see what we're dealing with. It's definitely a smaller package, plastic box. We have a USB-A to USB-C charging cord there. We have, of course, the light. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take this whole thing out. So it looks like we also have like a pocket clip that clips on and off. All right, that's pretty sweet there. And of course, you have the battery itself. So let me go ahead and take this guy out. I think it's just like the name implies. I think it's meant to be a keychain light, right? So of course, I'm gonna grab my instructions because sometimes these have so many different modes. I may need to check those in a moment. But yeah, typical stuff there. This guy's in aluminum. Checking the pocket clip here. I do see some grooves on the body of the flashlight there. So I'm sure this guy just clips on like that. All right. Oh no, I clip it all the way in. Ah, see, that's a satisfying click there. Bam. It's like putting a cape on Superman. Now a flashlight has a cape. But that's also pretty neat because, there's a lot of people who would carry it in their pocket. So you got the pocket clip option. And maybe you're like, listen, I do want to use it as a keychain. So let me try that. Now, how the heck do we remove this? Okay, not that complicated. There is a little bit of tension, right? So in case you're worried that pocket clip is going to go flying and I'm going to drop this thing or it's going to fall out or whatever, that's not. I mean, it took a decent amount of prying with my fingernail, right, to get this guy off. So that's pretty neat. Of course, the charging cable, pretty straightforward stuff. We do have the charging section right here, covered under this rubber mat, if you would. So USB-C, which is great. Everything should be USB-C these days. No more of that other stuff. And so notice, yeah, let's go ahead and put this stuff to the side and we will come back to the manual if we run into some issues. First things first, right? So the light obviously is right here, right, facing you. It's not one of those that projects forward as you hold it. So it'll be more of the one you would hold like that, pointing it at the surface because of the way the orientation is on the light. Kind of makes sense there. And it is a very narrow body construction. So the fact that that light is there and there's room for all the other components. I mean, as a keychain, you really don't want a huge flashlight dangling around. So that also makes sense there as well. Let's see if we can go ahead and turn this guy on. Oh, there we go. Press and hold. We got our first turn on there, right? Pretty decent. I do have heavy lighting in this sort of studio setup that I have right here. So, we would definitely do a test at night later in the video. Press and hold, it gets brighter. Check that out. Press and hold, it gets even brighter than that. There's at least 3 modes so far. And there's even another mode on top of that. So, all right, there we go. So you got like a moon, right? So typically this will be, like a moon, or in most cases a low, right? You start with a low, all right, one tap, one tap off. So if I was to not press and hold to go to the next mode and not just tap, it just turns it off. So yeah, press and hold to turn on, right? That's also going to help you to make sure you don't accidentally turn it on and drain the battery if your keys or something bumps against the power button. It actually requires a press and hold to turn it on. So you start at this low mode, right? Then press and hold. We'll call this like a medium. Press and hold. This is a high. And then press and hold. That brightest, typically referred to that as like a turbo, right? This will be basically the turbo mode there. I mean, pretty good in the temperature department. I mean, you can see my pink thumb there. All the internals. Yeah, it definitely starts getting a little warm after a little while, but I mean, that is to be expected. All LED lights do that, as a matter of fact. So check it out. And do we have any, I wonder if, there we go, double tap. Okay, I feel like double tap starts it. All right, let me maybe, I'm gonna reset it down to low mode, turn it off, and then double tap. Yeah, double tap is going to get you over to turbo mode, or that brightest mode, right from the start. So if you know, it does have memory, by the way. So if I were to turn it on, right, it remember that I left it in the low mode. So it has memory, which is nice. But if on the fly I want the brightest and I don't want to have to cycle, press and hold, cycle, press and hold, cycle, I can just double tap and I've got the brightest mode. So that's also very intuitive. As you saw, I didn't even take time to read the manual, but here I am, and I was able to figure out that pretty quick. So very user-friendly UI there, to say the least. And this one doesn't have a ton of gimmicks going on. I also believe this one is pretty affordable. So one of the easiest flashlights, EDC flashlights you can get your hands on, whether you do intend to use it as a keychain or you do want to use it with the provided pocket clip as well. So very slim. Won't even know it's in the pocket. I mean, this thing is pretty neat. I mean, for most flashlights needs on the fly, that is pretty awesome right there. But yeah, no gimmicks as far as, I mean, I'm not sure if we do triple tap, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, nothing on triple tap, but definitely something with dual tap. And there you go. You guys can pause here if you like, but I'm gonna hold it up to the screen for a minute. We were not too far off, right? So press and hold to avoid anything bumping into it, accidentally turning it on. So it is a press and hold to turn on, and just a one tap to turn off. You can press and hold to cycle through the modes, and we do have, so there is a moon, and then low, medium, and high. So I guess there is a high, and then there's a turbo. So that's interesting. So kind of got them mixed up there a little bit. That's why I always like to kind of look at this just to clarify. So you do have the highest mode, and this double tap to turn on turbo is even brighter than that highest mode. So that's nice. That's something to keep in mind. So what we're saying there is that you have, so if we start here in this low mode, so this will be moon, then we have low, medium, and high. Like, take a look at this high right here. If I double tap, this is even brighter than that high because this is turbo mode. Very neat, very interesting, pretty, again, easy UI. Here's how you take off the back here if you wanted to get to the battery. I mean, pretty well laid out instructions, if I'm being honest. Very straightforward stuff. How to mount the pocket clip, which we already did. All right, so there we go. So this gives you access to the additional screws. So if I do lefty-loosey, all right, there we go. All right, gives me access to the screws here, which I could take off. I don't know that this is it's probably more so a included battery, not a replaceable battery, right? So I would just keep it the way it is by default, but you know, just something to note there. This part does come off. Is it magnetic in any way? Yes. Yes, it is magnetic. Check that out. So it is hanging on to this pyrite stainless steel here like nobody's business. All right, so that is nice. I get that. I get what's going on here. So this is attached to your keys, right? And you don't want to perhaps take this thing off of your keys, you know, undoing the whole ring or whatever. So all you got to do is turn it, boom, right? And then just use it as is. Stick it somewhere, whatever you need it, right? Light up the surface. And then once you're done, you want to make sure you don't lose it. Okay, if you are carrying it keychain style, you just basically put it back in the keychain like so, and you are good to go, my friend. It's actually pretty well thought out, I'm not gonna lie. That is actually pretty neat. I mean, they could have just said, okay, well, here's a keychain flashlight, you know, like figure it out, take it out if you want to, you know, get it off of your keys or whatever. But they came up with they have a mechanism specifically for that. So you got to give them props for that. Got to give them kudos for doing that. That is awesome. So yeah, needless to say, this will make a great stuffer for anybody's gift, birthday gift, or anything like that. I know we're pretty close to Christmas. This one came in pretty close to the holidays. You know, I'm also doing a little bit of holiday celebration myself with my family and loved ones, as you might imagine. So kind of cutting it close to how much content I can get out here before the holidays. But if you're watching to this point, you know, this much time into the video, I want to, you know, make sure I wish you happy holidays, right, to you. Hope you guys enjoyed your time here with your loved ones. But yeah, the Wuben V2 making a great first impression. We'll just do a quick test outside at night, and then we'll do some wrap-up thoughts. Here we go. All right, guys, we're out here with the G2 keychain light. And I didn't mean to, whoa, I didn't mean to blind myself or you guys. But I'm trying to find here a good way to grip it with my left hand. I'm not left-handed, but I'm holding the phone here with my right hand. So let's see, for modes, all right, that's a press and hold on. And think if we do double tap, okay, that should be the brightest right there. So, I mean, for a keychain flashlight, I mean, come on, right? That's really good. That's pretty solid right there. That is really, really bright for such a small, flat, not that much real estate in the pocket or keychains, depending on how you choose to wear it, of course, because how you used to carry it. That's what I meant to say. And that does have that pocket clip which you can use, so always got that. I press and hold, right? There's that lowest mode, I think. Press and hold, it gets a little brighter. Press and hold again, that's a little brighter. And then, okay, so it has at least 4 different modes. And then remember, that's not turbo. Double tapping is turbo, right? So that's turbo there. And if I go off, all right, I want to do lowest. All right, that's actually on, believe it or not. So that is the lowest setting there, kind of like a moon. All right, there's a low, medium, high. All right, and high is actually pretty good, right? You can see quite a bit here with this high. And then double tap for turbo. Oh, I lost the button. There we go. Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, pretty good for such a small flashlight. Definitely illuminating there quite a bit. All right, you guys ready? In the comments on scale from 1 through 10, right? How bright is this guy, right? You all let me know. And there you have it, guys. That is the Wuben G2 keychain light. I mean, this thing is pretty sweet. I did want to kind of give you some stats for the nerds out there, right? Some of you guys might want to know, like, hey, give me them stats, right? So in case you're wondering all the specific details of lumens by mode and everything like that, go ahead and pause the video, right? This table right here is for you. So take a look at that right there. Enjoy this 4K definition, by the way, from my iPhone 16 Pro Max. Trying to give you guys the best quality possible here, if I can help it. But yeah, this guy will be linked down below. I mean, I definitely digging this guy as a keychain. You bet I'm going to carry this thing. And of course, I'll be dropping a comprehensive review here very shortly, as I typically do. This was just an unboxing, first reactions experience, kind of sharing that unboxing experience with you guys. And if you're interested in checking this guy out, again, link down below in the description, also the pinned comments. There might be a Wuben special going on right now. Check those details down there. I can't make any guarantee. It all depends on when this video is posted, but definitely take a look. If you do enjoy flashlight, nice EDC gear like that on a daily basis, definitely consider subscribing. I promise you it'll be worth coming back for more. I'll do a quick zoom into this guy here to give you some more detail. And yeah, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. I would be greatly appreciated, if you guys don't mind. Let me know your thoughts on this one, any questions, concerns you may have. Let's hang out in the comment section right down there, guys. Shout out to Wuben for sending this one in for me to check out. Shout out to my Patreon supporters for supporting what I do here. You guys can support the channel on Patreon or right here on YouTube by becoming a channel member. You'll get access to exclusive perks. Thank you guys for hanging out with me until the end. Check out these other 2 Wuben flashlights right here on your screen. Take care, guys, and I'll catch you on the next video, either this one or this one. Peace.